Well, Elon Musk has just dropped a disturbing message as a million phones receive a rather bone-chilling warning. And I really hope that your phone did not receive that warning because, well, you'll see in just a moment. But let's start first with Elon Musk and this disturbing warning that he has just issued. Now, this is on the RepublicanBrief.com. Elon Musk drops sickening bombshell. It goes on to state, Texas GOP Senator Ted Cruz was informed by billionaire CEO Elon Musk that the United States government's magic money computers are making payments out of thin air, leaving lawmakers in the dark about federal expenditures. It goes on to state this, quote, they're mostly at the Treasury, Musk said about the computers discovered by his U.S. Department of Government Efficacy, or DOGE, but there's some at HHS, and there's one or two at the state, and there's some at the DOD. It goes on, I think we found about 14 magic money computers. They just send money out of nothing, he told the Texas Republican senator. It goes on, the unorthodox businessman elaborated on DOGE's discovery, explaining that the Treasury Department is unable to completely inform parliamentarians about the federal government's overall spending because of the existence of these machines. You may think that government computers all communicate with each other, synchronize, and accurately calculate where funds are going, making the numbers you see as a senator the real ones. Well, they're not, he said. How does it work? Cruz asked. Musk responded, it just issues payments. No joke. I wish I could tell you that was satire, but it absolutely isn't. 14 machines that are magic that just issue payments. We don't know where they're going, who they're going to, why they're going, how much they are, or any of that information, at least from what I gathered from that interview. But hey, why the hell would anybody keep such magic computers around unless you're involved in some kind of massive corruption, which we've seen from the very get-go that Doge and Elon Musk has been exposing. These computers need to go ASAP. I am so tired of all of the corruption in our United States government. But before I dive into what's going on with this alert on the phones, I got to give a shout out to my sponsor, Noble Gold at lisahavengold.com. If your portfolio is over $250,000 and you are not hedged, you are sitting on a time bomb. Markets are at an all-time high, but history shows what comes next: volatility and increased risk. A 10% allocation into gold and silver can help hedge against uncertainty and even protect your wealth. Noble Gold Investments makes it very easy for you to invest. So call them on the number on the screen, 1-877-646-5347. Let them know you heard it on Lisa Haven, because right now with any approved plan, they are giving this 1/10 ounce right there, that bad boy gold coin that you see on the screen with any approved plan. And by the way, if you want more information on this, you can click the link in the description box below, but better yet, go to lisahavengold.com, fill out this info, click get my free guide, and they'll send you that free gold and silver investment guide. Now, there's always a risk to investing. There's never a guarantee. Again, if you want more information and you're on your cell phone, click that more button or click below. So let's dive into this message that people have received on their phones. In fact, 1 million people have received this message from DHS, and hopefully you did not. What am I talking about? Well, take a look at this article, and this is on CBSNews.com. Migrants who entered the United States via Biden-era CBP-1 app, stripped of legal status and told to leave immediately. In fact, let's break this down. It says the Trump administration has started sending notices to those who entered through the CBP-1 system, informing them that their parole status is being terminated over 7 days. If you do not depart the U.S. immediately, you will be subject to potential law enforcement actions that will result in your removal from the U.S. unless you have otherwise obtained a lawful basis to remain here. The message sent by the Department of Homeland Security and obtained by CBS News reads, the notification encourages migrants to step up for self-deportation through the very same app that allowed them to enter the U.S., and it is now called the CBP Home. And that's an interesting point there, obviously. But again, DHS is terminating your parole. Do not attempt to remain in the U.S. The federal government will find you, the notice says. Please depart the U.S. immediately. In other words, if you had that app on your phone, an app, CBP app, was originally supposed to allow you to come into the United States of America, which Joe Biden introduced and Donald Trump revoked. Well, now they are repurposing that app. And basically, if you go into that app, you get this big warning sign, please leave and depart immediately. You got to love Donald J. Trump. In fact, I believe there is a $998 fine per day if you do not self-deport. So hopefully you did not receive that message. If you're listening to my channel, you probably have not. And if you are, you came here criminally and you've broken the law. If people want to change the law, go change the law. But the current law says that you have committed a crime. That's it. I'm just stating a fact there, not making any accusations or anything, but it's literally illegal. It is literally illegal, and I'm going to leave it at that. But interesting, to say the least. Now, there's some other things. One other thing, I guess, kind of off topic that I want you guys to be aware of. This is some good news. Please contact your Senate leaders because it's come to them next, right? Gateway Pundit, House passes Representative Daryl Issa's no rogue ruling act to limit rogue activist district court judges. One Republican joins Democrats in voting no, sadly. But anyway, basically, the Supreme Court, right, normally has about 62 to 66 cases. This is what Issa is saying. And now they're getting one every couple of days because of all these activist judges kind of stepping over things they should not be stepping over. So basically, he's saying, hey, we got to cut this back. We got to make changes. And I'm all for this bill. And it's going to cut back all these cases that have been attacking Donald Trump over and over and over and over again. So I'm very excited about this. Please contact your senators and ask them to support that. But with that, I love you guys. I hope everything is going good with you guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts, comments, and concerns. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.